The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 96. You get the Nasdaq up 52. S&Ps are up 14. Gold contracts down $15.80 at 11.62. We have silver down 18 cents at $16.64 an ounce. You get copper up 8 pennies at $2.69 a pound. Light sweet crude up 57 cents, $52.25 a barrel. The notes are down 15 ticks. Bonds off 1 full point, and good old King Dollar is down 352, trading at a 100.500. Bottom line, you get a higher market, pops higher. Nasdaq, it's going to be interesting to see, watching how the Nasdaq is doing this bounce, because we came down with some real juice, and the big number out here, of course, is the dollar. You know, the dollar hasn't held, but even with the dollar not holding, they're basically, well, no, they are taking the gold market down. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can see the banner on the top of the side. Hit the banner. You can bring up the exchange. You can walk with us as we take a look at these defined option contracts. And right now, let's go over to the gold market first, because you get divergence out here, and it's a big one. And what it is that they're smoking gold at 3:30. I suspect 3:30 is when that vote came across. That was
3:30 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning.
No, they were. It was.
That's right, because you texted me
texted
early
you
last night. That's
yeah,
right, you
it was
did.
maybe 8 o'clock.
You did.
Or,
yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure.
No,
but
that was a lot earlier.
No, it was earlier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so something else was happening there.
Yeah.
So
It was before 6 o'clock. That's what I remember, which
Yeah.
would make sense, because that's like midnight over there.
Okay.
Right. That's when our election side of things, about
Yeah.
midnight. You know what I mean? That would make sense.
Totally. So in the gold contract, this baby, they got this baby down good. It not only went into the lows of the last week, it just broke them. So we'll see whether it can hold them.
And maybe that is Europe opening, though. Is what you're looking at either way.
That was Europe opening.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
that's what
you
it
know,
would have been.
that's their market opening the first time the news was there.
Right.
Which matters too, for sure. Yeah.
Now, if we get over and we take a look at this dollar, and there's no doubt there's DXZ6. Fundamentally, this is a divergence, folks, for sure. You know, because the bottom line, weaker dollar, stronger metal prices. But guess what? That's not happening right now. So we've hit 100.400 this morning, and you know, we'll see where this whole thing's going to take us. If you do go over and take a look at the Nadex platform, what you're going to see, I'll show you how I got toasted and roasted this morning.
Gold's having a volatile day.
Well, you know, and what happens in this too, there's no doubt, is that it's the defined option contract, so you at least know what you're risking. I certainly didn't think this next leg would come down in gold. I thought it had a pretty good price at it.
Yeah. It's just quite a move, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like you got in about 9:30 somewhere.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And it was fluctuating. I watched it test the lows 3 different times since about 6:30 this morning. At that down to $10, and that's when I bought it, when it was down to $10.
Okay.
So I need. I'm in at 1168, I think. Right.
You are 1168.
Yeah. So that's pretty bad right now, but we'll find out.
To be fair, it's only $6 away, in reality.
Oh yeah, no.
As in, that's not outlandish for the type of volatility where it was just at 1176.
Yeah, it was 1190.
I'm sure you were thinking the same thing when. Excuse me, when you got into it, right? But it's
No, and what's also happening is that guess what, the dollar's going to fail. The dollar fails, all these commodities are going higher. You know, so we'll see what happens today. Let's go to Lou in Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, snow.
Yeah,
Is
you
it
guys
snowing?
getting a little snow up there.
It was 60 Friday when everyone was calling me.
Chicago got hit with a lot of snow this weekend.
Wow.
Lots of snow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hate it.
Oh, man, it's December. Stay safe.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, I put an order to buy a nugget at 7:33. I'm just wondering if I should bother doing that or...
7:33, so it hit 7:70 this morning. So Nugget, folks, is the Direction Daily Gold Miners Bull 3 times position of the New York ARCA Gold Miners Index. So let's just go over and look at the GDX for a second. So the GDX, you know, what's amazing about the equities actually is that even last week when they were killing the metal, okay, the physical metal, bottom line is that the GDX, the XAU, and the HUI all held pretty good, real good actually.
Yeah.
On the Nugget, I think I'd be buying it right here.
oh, yeah?
Yeah, I see where you're looking though, right there. Well, that's 756. I don't think it's going to make it to the 33.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What lower price should I...
I would look. I'd be putting a stop under 756. Well, actually,
Yeah.
you could use the. Yeah, that's where I'd go right now because I think this last plunge down in the metal. Hey, just stay with us, but we're kind of right where the buy versus the probability and where your stop is a pretty good area right now. You stay right there, folks. We're going to have Lou back. We want to hear from you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's up 92, Nasdaq's up 56, S&P's are up 15. We'll be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 87. You get the Nasdaq up 53. S&Ps are up 14. And we're talking with Lou from Nashville. We're talking about Nugget. You know, I'd go in right here. And then one of the main reasons has to do with really the dollar index. Okay, so the dollar's at 100.460. You know, you have gold down. There's no two ways about that. But guess what? The dollar has zero strength, and it looks to me like it's just going to not only pound into this 100.400 area, you break that area, and there's going to be serious business inside the dollar. Because it's serious business already that it's a failure now. Now, gold's not paying attention to it. There's no doubt about that. But if we go over and we actually, you still look at the GDX, which this is trading off, it's not a bad setup, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And
right here and put a stop where?
I'd put a stop. The low for the day is 766. It'd be right there, which is like the top of the low from last Friday's 747.
Thursday.
Is that Thursday? Okay. That's 756. You could go. You could go under. What's that? Was that at 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
That's like almost 2 o'clock Thursday.
Yeah, 2 o'clock Thursday, the low is 756. You've done 766. You could go like 746, man.
Oh, for a stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what you're looking for, I mean, I think that you'll get out of this, like even just today, 815. I think it's going to go back to that 815.
Oh, great.
And we might get more. I mean, it's. I don't know what the heck could get gold going. I mean, they're smashing it around, that's for sure. But up to a certain point, these equities don't look to me like they want to go lower. So.
Yeah, right. Wild Bronco.
Yeah. Oh, listen, coming off this low, I had this in the gold report this morning, you can expect a choppy ride coming off this low. And
yeah. Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's the other side of it, you know. Because we keep seeing the metals going down. If you weren't so far into the market meaning a lot of the equities, you'd say, oh, man, all these equities are terrible. Well, they're not. A lot of these equities are off the bottom. You know?
Yeah, they seem to be holding up pretty well.
They are.
Yeah. I'll give that a try then.
Okay, man.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
Ride 'em, cowboy. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. I know.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Let's go over to, we got our man, Mr. Darrell Martin. Darrell Martin, what's going on, brother?
How are you doing, man?
We're doing good. How you doing?
Doing fantastic.
Morning, Darrell.
Yeah?
Morning. Yeah, I got they're removing the stents, and I'm going to become normal again. So overcoming all of this stuff with the
Sweet.
Good for you, man.
things. So yeah, I go in tomorrow to get one half removed, go in next week, the other half removed, and be a jolly Christmas.
Perfect.
That's a good way to come into Christmas, man. It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It's December 5th, right?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I know it's already like coming up here. Yeah. Oh, did you know there's a lot of stuff happening December 5th, by the way? So we got that. We have the whole Italian referendum thing coming out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
ICE is changing the point value on the Russell Index TF.
Yeah.
So they're going to go from $100 per point down to $50 per point.
Oh, interesting. Okay. We had a couple calls about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll.
When does that take place?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that which will be great for a lot of makes the instrument accessible for a lot more traders.
Yep.
And of course you can always go over to Nadex and trade it for $1 a tick. And you do 5 if you want to also as well.
Sure.
But I know a lot of people that have I've loved the Russell forever. Like it's probably been my one that I've always enjoyed trading. But a lot of people haven't liked it because it's a very volatile.
It is, man.
Index. And so by taking it down to $5 a tick on the future side,
yeah.
Puts it more like trading than the Nasdaq or the Dow in that sense of at least the point value not being so big on those moves. And so I think it's a cool thing for traders. It means more commissions for traders, but that are used to trading it.
Yeah.
But and I mean, I know, but one of my mentors actually, he does one trade a day, and on the Russell.
Okay.
And he'll go in and he'll do a lot of contracts, but it's either win or loss, and he's done for the day, and he wins on average like 75% of the time. And but yeah, he's an older guy, and he gets up, he spends about an hour watching charts. When he sees his breakout setup, he does his trade. It wins or loses. He's done. He goes takes a nap, and then he gets back up and enjoys the rest of the day. But so it's
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah, I was like, man, one day I'll be down to one trade a day.
Totally.
But he makes enough, and he's happy. So, but he loves the markets, and but yeah, that's his favorite instrument. And so it sort of got me into it way back then, and then so now I've sort of liked it ever since. I like the volatility of it, but a lot of people don't because of the point value. So that'll make it just another cool thing.
When you're right on the Russell, it's great, but the fastness of the moves, especially, are just dramatic, folks. They'll just lay there, do nothing, and then all of a sudden it moves like 3 points, like nothing. Like, it's like, whoa, 4 points. It's like, what just happened?
Right. Which was $400 before, and now it's $200.
Right.
So it's not, you can stomach it a little bit easier to ride it. And then, and of course, like I said, if you don't like that, you can always go to Nadex, and you got it for $1 a tick. So, and you can choose the daily. This is a big thing on the spreads.
Yes.
Is go in, and have my screen up here.
Okay, I got them.
And you can do this on Nadex. You can do it on the scanner. However, but go in and choose the contract you're going to trade. So in this case, looking at the text, and then I choose, what I do is I go and I choose a daily contract because they're wider, okay?
Yeah.
So a wider contract will move faster. The trick here is the further it is from the floor or ceiling, okay, the faster it's going to move. And it's because it's an option. It's sort of like when it's close to the strike, you have more premium. So that's why, if you get that in the wider one is more likely to be less, close to the floor ceiling.
Sure.
And then I choose a not only an in the spread, but I call it a near the market spread is the term I give it. And that basically just means the bid or offer right here is close to the indicative index.
Okay.
And so I'll go here, I'll choose near the market, and that usually, narrows it down to, one contract. If it's too tight, I may have to go in and, make my own proximity.
Okay.
So like this is 12 ticks.
Yeah.
Right there. And $95 risk, 12 tick difference, so which seems like a lot, but again, you only have $95. We were just talking about how much that point value can be,
Right.
So that's a max $95 risk on a buy side, on the Russell, and you have till the end of the day, okay? So you got till 4:15.
Okay.
You got $209 potential value per contract.
Yep.
And so you can, hop in there, you can trade that, and that'll move very, very close to the market. And if it moves up, just 1 point, it's going to start moving lockstep with the market.
Right.
So, that's just that's the simple way. And people are always like, how do you quickly find a spread? I find one that's really close to where the market is. So that proximity number needs to be really low. And that just means, again, that the bid or offer is very close. And you can also just do this, by looking at a chart and going, what is the price of the Russell?
You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tom, and myself, we're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now are up 86. You get the Nasdaq up 52. S&Ps are up about 13. Gold's down 16.60. Silver's off 21 cents. And good old King Dollar's down 376 ticks. We'll be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 91. You get the Nasdaq up 57. S&Ps are up 14.5. Darrell, can we take a look at the gold contract in that scanner for a second? I want to see what deviation level it's come down to. So
Let's see here. I gotta pull it up real quick.
That's
Give me
cool. Yeah, no hurry.
5 seconds, and I'll get it for you.
You know, because we had gold down $17. The dollar's not holding, its breakout area. Something's going to give here.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? The dollar and the euro with Italy last night, and then they gapped away, and then they filled that gap completely right back.
And then the yen, the yen, you talk about a move last night, man. This thing.
And all the brokers were changing their margin rates and everything on Aussie and yen.
Yeah, you were telling us that last week. This was prior to that, right? Yeah.
Even FXCM and TD Ameritrade changed their margins.
Okay.
So it looks like right now, if I'm on the right contract, let's see. We are basically we're down at a deviation right now.
Okay.
At deviation and a half.
Okay.
I'm on the gap down. Yep.
Yeah. So what does happen, folks, is that's a stretch. So when you look at these deviation levels, that's not only a stretch; it's a good stretch. So your probability. A few tests of these lows, and we'll see whether it get juice going topside. So it's bottom line is that
it went up like a half a deviation, and then it went down a deviation and a half. So it's basically a 2 deviation drop. That's a big stretch.
It is a big stretch, yeah, because we've gone from 1190 to 1158, folks, in the last 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of sad I missed that one.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's intriguing here, we had just had Lou from Nashville talking to him about the triples inside the market, the nugget, and it's. I think the equities are in good shape. Let's go to Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, how are you all today?
We're doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing good. I was running a little late this morning. I missed the first part of your show. I wonder if you would mind maybe going over. I don't know if you'd said anything about the GLD or not, but I was.
We're talking a little bit about gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking to buy it?
I already have. I bought a little bit a few days ago, 100 shares a few days ago, and I'm wondering now if I made the right move or not.
What has happened is that the equities, the gold and silver equities, are actually stronger than the contract. Like you can see that even last week this was going to lows, and the silver and gold equities weren't. So, if you like trading something, sometimes it makes more sense to go into the equities. But I suspect that as long as the $110.63 holds today, then you're going to be all right. We're at 110.71. Now we hit 110.31, but this is really weak volume down here, and so that would be. Let me just put this up intraday. Yeah, so you don't have far to go back inside. Oh, you actually are back inside, which is 163, which is good. So you got back inside the lows that were generated out here last week. Now you want to see some more strength. As I was just saying to Darrell and Tommy, the dollar has failed. So I think the gold move is a good move, man. I like it when it's like this because I'm a technical trader, but it's beautiful when, that's what I like about the gold market because I know it fundamentally. And guess what? Fundamentally, man, if the dollar is down, metal's going up.
Sure.
One catches the other. Do you know what I mean? So.
Right. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You have a great one and a safe one, man.
You too.
Thanks so much. Yeah, so Darrell, this dollar couldn't hold its breakout area either.
Yeah, dollar's been having. It's been having some crazy moves.
Yeah.
So with everything being pushed around, and then we had to see more today as all the election results come out, like after the market reopens. So.
Yeah, no, I can, you can see that, and what I expect, that 100.600 area, folks, in the dollar, it's just like the metals coming off the floor. It's going to be choppy. They're going to try to fight to hold that baby on. Because, when you're talking about a consolidation that started in March of 2015, and it's a solid consolidation, then you broke out of it, and you failed, man. It's like, okay, it's not the end of the world, but there's so many people that are long the dollar and thought that, okay, this thing's going to keep going, and it gets stronger and stronger, when in fact, my take is that now it's down to 91.
Oh, boy.
So listen, yeah, and in that texture, don't forget, you can come over to our website, TFNN, and hit the Everbank banner. Bottom line is you're going to go to Europe for vacation, you want to go to South America. Yeah, do you know what to do? Get the currency right now.
Oh, if you're planning a vacation or if you have any need for it or just want some exposure to it, you're going to use it.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
Right.
So with that reform being rejected, what do you think we're going to be looking at for this week coming in? Because I know the market was really, really nervous about that. So all the exit polls are showing that it was rejected.
Yeah, and so what has happened there, I think, is that now it's status quo. Nothing will get done. So
I thought there was some other party that was going to come in, but was that they were going to come in if that referendum went into place?
The prime minister said he's going to resign, and so there'll be some shuffle there for sure.
Because what I've been reading about is there's another party that wants to come in and basically take over, and they want to exit Europe.
That's right. That's the something.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna try to push out and get out of Europe, and if they do, then Italy being like the third largest economy there, France is most likely to follow, and then but Germany is left holding up.
Right. Now all of that though, they were strong enough to. See, they went against this move,
right? And
the reason they went against the move is that they want to create more chaos. That was they're saying that this wasn't enough. Just the Senate that wasn't enough. But my understanding through reading it this morning is that nothing else is going to happen now. It's going to still take another year. For anyone to do referendum to do anything, you know what I mean? So in that. What they're calling it, the 5-something. That is the pop.
So there'll be probably a push for them to leave the euro, right? The European Union, and then they'll have to vote on it again. And then
exactly.
Whatever. So there's a long time for
year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. So nothing will happen.
But here's the thing: as a trader, is when you see those news stories coming up where we're making the push, that's when to start focusing on things like gold, euro, things like that. So that's the one thing I've learned. People always ask me, what's the best instrument to trade, right? I'm sure you've been asked that 1,000 times, sir. And I just say the one I see trending in the news.
Yeah.
I have my list, a dozen instruments I trade, right? So if I see, there's a lot of OPEC stories, well, then I'm going to be trading oil. If I see there's a lot of stories in Europe about the euro or this or that or whatever.
Yeah, you're looking for movement. There's no doubt. If you get a lot of movement, you have many more chances to make a good trade.
Yeah. So if you're looking for volatility, then look for instruments that, are in the news a lot recently, and then or things that affect instruments in the news, and if you're not looking for it, then avoid those. So,
and
you're straight, if you're trading for premium or not.
Sure. You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tom, and myself, we're coming right back. Dow right now is up 82. You get the Nasdaq up 54. S&Ps are up 13. Gold's down 14.70. Silver's off 16 cents. And good old King Dollar is going to make a run for the lows of the day. We're at 100.420. Going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien, and Tommy O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Defined option platform. Just come to our website at TFNN, hit the banner, bring up the exchange to put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And because of the volatility, in these currencies, which I don't expect is going to die down anytime soon. There's a lot of great opportunities out there, whether you trade the currencies, whether you trade the metals, whether you trade the indices. Because Darrell last week told me we were kind of at an inflection point because the dollar, of course, took off, and now it's just like, okay, man, what are you going to do? You're back underneath that. And what's different right now is that I'm not quite sure in my own head what is going to be the correlation. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, right. We're going up anyway. Now the dollar wants to go down. Well, what's that going to do to the market? Well, it's like I'm not sure. But what I am kind of sure of is that
you get some weird correlations going on when everything starts moving around like crazy.
Exactly. So let me just look at this for a sec, because it looks to me DX. See, it just came down to the lows again. It looks like they really want to. It just held. If this gets below that, after we've been building cars here like for.
What do you got? 141 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right at the 1 dev mark, by the way.
Is it? Okay, cool.
So
see, that's its own important.
149.5 is the dev mark. So.
Okay, so that's good to know. Because right here you can see it's struggling to get higher, but it's also struggling to get lower. It's like, okay, I don't want to go break the 100.400, because if it does break it, you can get some real action downtown, especially after. Yeah, we've been here almost an hour. Those are 10-minute bars.
Yeah.
And if you go right back, we go back to the gold contract, you're going to see now the correlation. The gold came off that low. Not a whole bunch, but, we come off $6 off the low.
Yeah, it's come off, and the dollar is still pushing down a little bit.
Yeah. And so, now watch, this is going to be wild, because...
But they both move down together,
They do. Now we're right at the correlation that can gold stay inside 1164, and is the dollar going to croak? Action!
There you go.
You got to love it, man. I'm telling you. Just and look at, the GDX and Nugget. See, the equities themselves are moving.
Are they the equities moving on up right now?
Yeah, they rejected the lower price. They bottomed out right when we were all starting the program. 10 past 10. And that's what they did last week. Last week, what happened is that those equities, let's say if we talk about headlines, the headlines would be still that, hey, metals are lower, but guess what? The equities were just bouncing along the bottom, and a couple of them were actually up. So, gonna be a wild one, man.
Yep. And then we got Santa Claus rally stuff also to consider on the equity side.
Yeah. There's no doubt when we were looking at window dressing. But if let me just look at this calendar for a second.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost there, right?
Yeah, you only have 5, 10, you have 15 trading days counting today, and then your Christmas Eve.
Right.
That's nothing.
And realistically, right, that coming into the end of that week, the third week, 21st, 22nd, 23rd,
that's it.
Coming into Christmas Eve being the 24th.
Yeah. That's really
bless those people on the 23rd that are grinding it out on Friday afternoon before Christmas Eve, right? So, yeah.
Some of those things you can make a lot, but it's really just you could lose a lot too. Nobody wants to lose money right at Christmas, so
no.
Take off and enjoy it to be with your family.
Yeah, no, there's true factor to that. There's times where you say to yourself the loss is gonna hurt way more than any potential win would bring joy or needed cash. And there's time, taking the mental side of it out too, where you have basically, situations where you're like, just in life or something, right? Where like, a profit of $1,000 like really wouldn't matter, but if I lost $1,000, that would actually be devastating for, whatever. Right. So there's those times where the utility of that is, whether mental sometimes like that, where, it's just not worth it to be trading if a loss is going to crush.
I think that's something a lot of traders miss is, I was joking like a couple weeks ago we were on the air about a lot of times I'll hear traders, complain about the holidays because, they're just so addicted to trading. And, just unlike a job, because they want the markets open because they want to make cash and et cetera. And it's like, to be a good trader, you need holiday. You need time away.
Yeah, you do.
You need to escape and just leave all the technology behind and stop looking at the charts and, you know, that can be so hard for some people that are trying to, especially the ones that are trying to make it, that are, you know, just, they're really studying, they haven't quite got there yet, they're trying to get it down. And just, you know, it'll make you a better trader just to step away for a few days, you know, and, you know, get your mind clear. And then you come back just ready to knock it out, you know, and that's,
exactly.
I mean, it's just any major sport, you need time off.
Yeah, it's like anything, seriously, right?
There's no doubt, man.
Yeah. So take it off and enjoy, you know, the whole, you know, you don't live to trade, you trade to live, right? You know, and so go out there and, you know, live.
I like it. That's right.
Yeah.
As we do that, let's go over and take a look at the NQs.
Back to trading, okay.
No, no, yeah, listen, I totally agree with you, man. I think
we know it's down.
There's no doubt. So, yeah, so you're going to love this, folks. So we're up $51 in the NDX 100. And, you know, last week the NDX 100 came down, looked like it was never going to come back ever.
Yeah, it's Thursday's open you're looking
at.
Yeah,
and, you know, that's what we're going to go up and test. You know,
and it's right at 47.93.25 is one deviation.
Yeah. I mean, this is quite a move. There's no doubt.
So we're right there. Yeah, it had a hard time. It's been like trying to push up, and it keeps bouncing off that 0.7 deviation.
Yep.
And it's trying to push right up hard into that +1.
And when you see this, you know, the Qs thus far have done 7 million shares. You're going into 30 million. We're down with 39, so we're at 116, almost 117. I think this thing can make it up to like 118.30. You know, I suspect it won't be today. Maybe it'll be tomorrow, but that's
translate that Nasdaq. What does that mean?
That would be the NQs. You mean NQZ 6?
We're still we're still in December.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be. That's a long way. That's 48.30. It's like 48.30 to 48.47. Where I'm going, Darrell, with this is that I'm going from the lows of the two highs that were here. You know, the high, which was on the 29th, that is, right? And then what I'm doing right before that on the 29th.
Ah, okay. I see where there was all that activity back on the 1st.
I'm going
is that
to
what you're talking about?
Yeah. And what I'm looking for, I'm looking to sell the NDX. But I'm looking for this to get up there with light volume so that the probability, folks, would go like this, that you already came down on volume, you get a nice bounce on light volume, and then there's your back against the wall, you know?
Well, and I mean, you can tell right there on the 1st there it was having that big struggle. Right at that level, and man, it just flew down.
Yep. There was sellers there. And, you know, when you get, this is a big bounce, man. I mean, this is not, you know, this is a big number.
It's 1% right off the bat,
You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're coming right back. Dow's up 86, Nasdaq's up 62, S&Ps are up 14. We're going to be right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 85, Nasdaq's up 62, S&Ps are up 14, and we do have our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. And Basil's going to be doing a workshop.
Tomorrow night, December 6th, starts it off. Simple technical tools to analyze charts. He's going to break it down into 3 different courses, workshops within it, starting tomorrow from 6 till 7:30. So tomorrow night he's going to be talking about pretty much the basics is what I understood it to be
of the Chapman Wave. Yeah.
Notating the peaks and troughs, using the Chapman Wave count, setting up technicals, buy signal to buy mode, peak Ds, and practice exercises. So you can sign up right on the front page. It's $295. That's for all 3 classes. Plus, if you're not a subscriber, you get his newsletter for the entire 5 weeks over the course. It's an awesome deal. And if you are a subscriber to his daily newsletter, then there'll be $100 off. So about $195 for 4.5 hours of education. People can check it out right at the front page, TFNN.com.
Yep, and it's all archived, folks. If you can't make it live, it's going to be archived on your page for a good month. So,
yes.
Just check it out right there. Yeah. And of course, market-wise out here, we can expect more chop. This Dow. If we go take a look at the Dow for a second, the Dow is holding its highs. Now, it's going to get interesting. Is that the benchmark there is 19,225. I suspect we're going to have lighter volume today. We'll see whether it can basically hold that level up. We get back to that good old dollar, and what you're going to see, the dollar is struggling, at these levels. So that's that deviation level with Darrell was just talking about. So it can kind of rattle around there for quite a while, actually. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, Nasdaq tried to make a breakthrough right now, but it's still having a tough time.
Yeah, which would make sense too. Do you know what I mean? That's a big move. Just a pop at the open. Right now, you get the Nasdaq up 1.1%. The S&P is up 0.6, and the Dow's up 0.4. But yet the Dow's at its highs, right?
Yeah.
Pretty wild, man.
But we're getting nice moves for December. I mean, getting these kind of moves is fantastic. A lot of times this can be a very flat time of year, and we are anything but flat.
No, exactly. And, I'm trying to figure out, okay, is this market going to just tread water and stay at the highs? Because we're still talking only 15 trading days. That's nothing.
Right.
So it's like, and what happens, folks, is that everyone tries to figure out, can I hold this? Am I not going to pay taxes this year? Do I want to pay taxes next year? Do I want to sell it? Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Because if you're in a winning position, it's like, okay, man, guess what? They could be losing by next year.
That's right.
It's you want to paying taxes is a good thing if you're in a winning position. There's plenty of times that if you're not in a winning position, you don't pay taxes, but guess what? You don't make any money.
True story.
Yeah, so so it's there's going to be all those questions are going to be,
they come into the market.
They come into the market, and they come into the market right now. We're talking about these couple weeks right here. Because I think most people that pay attention to them, you're not going to pay attention to them like at the 27th.
No.
You know,
Right.
Well, you're going to want to know.
Right,
And then you make that decision.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be thinking right there on the very last day. What should I do? Yeah.
Right. Exactly. You want to
have it done before you go on vacation.
Yeah. Big time. And one of the big things, I guess now too, not so much for personal people, but for companies, is that what is the tax rate going to be next year? So larger companies are going to probably wrap their head around that a bit too.
They're going to try and defer everything, right?
Yeah.
That would be the way to do it.
For sure.
Well, it's a 15% rate that they're shooting for. So,
Right. I guess you're always trying to defer no matter what, so that's not too far off. I mean, you do, no matter what, you just put it off to the,
You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And, of course, then we're going to Think of Swim headquarters. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, I'll be back. Darrell, thanks so much, man. You have a great one, safe one. Look forward to speaking to Friday. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.